Okay, so we're talking about the planetary parades, January the 21st, where the planets line up. Okay, keep that in the back of your mind. All right. So concerning the weather, think about the fires on the West Coast. Think about the floods on the East Coast, and these are devastating, worse than we've ever had. Would we all agree? I know some of us would agree that we believe that the powers that be are manipulating the weather. I know some think it's crazy, but I am one that thinks the someone is manipulating the weather in a man-made way. Okay, here it is. Today is January the 15th. Okay, and now we are just getting wind, for lack of a better term, that there is an Arctic blast air coming down from the north, cold wind coming down from the north, colder. It's going to be record setting, and it's going to completely. They're saying that it is looking like it is going to be a catastrophic ice storm. So the wind is coming, you can see that on the models, the wind is coming down from the north, and it's coming down, and it's just absolutely going to create havoc in the south. Okay. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking wind and water and fire and we all watch Harry Potter. We all are, we've seen different videos even in the 80s. I can't even remember the name of that movie where the witches were. It was a cool movie. But anyway, so I'm thinking that's, then I thought earth, wind, and fire. Whoa, this is like a spell going on. And so I jumped on Reddit to look to see what's going on there. Because I was thinking the cardinal directions, because it's just ironic that these things are happening exactly on the coasts or on the borders. So what I saw on Reddit was that wind, fire and water, they have to be on opposing sides, like opposites. And then earth and air, wind and air are going to be on opposite sides. So I looked and I'm thinking, yeah, it looks like somebody somewhere is casting a spell, because you've got fire on the west coast and water on the east coast. Devastating. Both things are devastating. I bet you $1 to a donut, when this ice storm comes through, it's going to be devastating, I'm afraid, because that's where I live in the south. So here's the weird thing, and then I'm going to come back to that. The weird thing is these numbers, like the death toll in North Carolina, thousands. I don't care what they're saying. They're saying just 104,000. But I was 104 died. But I live in this area. You can't, no, people are saying their loved ones. I mean, there's thousands missing. You can't lie to us. We're here. We're right here. We know. And the funny thing is, they're saying 104, but then like a week after, they said there were 257. How did they, what happened? They're just counting on people forgetting because of the spell of the media. Over there on the West Coast, they're saying so many died. I can't remember the number. But 104, if you did the factors and divisions, you'd find that these numbers are pretty important in the occult. So back to the spell that they're casting. So we have fire on the West Coast, water on the East Coast. Air, you have the air. They'll either so if you looked at a map of the models, the air looks like it's coming from the north. So I think air is is in the north, and then I bet you anything that the New Madrid fault is going to go off, because there were 7 small earthquakes like in the Memphis area a few weeks ago. So you would have to have something that has to do with earth. I bet anything that the New Madrid fault, there's going to be a terrible earthquake. So you've got fire and water, air and earth, or it might be inverted somehow, because the air is blowing down to the south, but it's coming from the north. So at any rate, there's going to be some kind of earthquake, or maybe a volcano, or something that has to do with the earth that's going to happen. They're casting one hell of a spell, and then they do everything on certain dates and certain celestial alignments to increase the power of their spells. This air, the ice storm thing that's coming down, which it's going to be over, the South and South Carolina, it's going to be terrible. It's happening on January the 21st, between the 21st and the 25th, during the time of that celestial alignment. Oh my God, that is the mother of all spells. You've got your cardinal points. You've got your fire, your water, your air, your earth, and you've got huge sacrifices. Huge sacrifices that they are hiding. Thousands and thousands of people. And then you've got that planetary alignment. This is the first time it's happened in so long. I don't even know how long. So just get ready. Be ready. We're going to see fireworks. What do you think?